So very first vlog from Germany where the air is fresh, it's green and the water is blue. Well, now it's blue. Now talking about fresh and green, let's dive into Beyond Meat Mondays. Guys, let's give you a full blueprint of this episode. So we will talk about the stock performance of the last 7 days. Then we will go into a more of an analytic of the stock. I feel like we did this for a long time, so we will dive into that. Then we will go into the big Alibaba deal. And then last but not least, we will talk about the 1 year anniversary of Beyond Meat stock on the stock market. Are you ready? Then smash the like button and let's go. Okay guys, so if we're looking into the Beyond Meat stock this week, it was quite uneventful. We started the week with about $144. This was the whole day. Then we are diving in then for 2 days with a little bit of recovery and ending the whole week at $141 almost. So the whole week we lost about 2.64%, which is quite insignificant, right? But on the other hand, let's also look, as is the first Beyond Meat Monday episode in the whole Yuli months. Let's have a look for the whole month. The whole month was quite uneventful as well, as you can see. So a minus 2%, almost no movement in the one or the other direction. There was big news, like McDonald's deal is going down, and then also the Alibaba deal that we will talk about in this vlog. So there was kind of big news in one or the other direction, which, somehow neutralized the stock movement for the whole week, and therefore I believe this is what you need to know for the whole stock movement. But let's dive now into a more and detailed stock analysis where I can see potentially Beyond Meat going, in which channel is it trading, and many more things. Alright, here we are. I love this tool here. Yahoo Finance is absolutely fantastic. So if you don't know this, on Yahoo Finance you can just look for the stock and then go into the overall stock and then draw a little bit inside this chart. And as you can see, I zoomed out totally to the IPO and it went crazy, but we will talk later on about that. So I want to specifically go now to the year-to-date performance. And what I wanted to show you guys is that, stocks are typically trading in some trends, in some channels. And this is important to understand. For example, since about, the recent lows here, we are in a nice uptrend here. As you can see here on the bottom, and let's say here on the top, where I just draw here the line from the lowest point and here where the chart is going also from the lowest point. So you can see here it bounced back here in mid of April from this line. So then it went up again, bounced almost back to the resistant line, and then traded in this kind of channel. And this is actually where I see the stock can trade in over the next couple of weeks, and it's highly depending how the Q2 will be. All right, the Q2 will be very important because then we will see if this stock can continue to go to the 200 levels. 200 levels would be fantastic because this would be the other levels that we went from the IPO. Let me zoom out here. As you can see here, we were at $234 per share back in July of 2020. 19, and then we went down, and then here was the bottom for many stocks mid of March. And since then the stock, just because of a great Q1 quarter, because a lot of positive developments for the stock, and obviously through the health crisis, which is just pushing this product, this future of this product, totally into another atmosphere. All right, let's have a look. When you are then looking into some other lines here, then it's also interesting to see, okay, what's the recent high, which was here at 160 levels, and then you just go to the recent lows, which was about here, 68. Actually, it was a little bit lower. Let's put this line here, and then if you are putting this line in the middle of the top and the bottom, then you see also this is a kind of resistant here for both ways. All right, so if the stock goes down and can hit here, it can bounce off like it did twice, the one time here, no, twice actually. So as you can see, the stock went up here, bounced back from this middle line, went up, went again down, bounced again, went up, and then it went further down to the lowest point here, when then it started to grow. And as you can see also here, once this middle line was crossed, also the stock got an extra push here to go higher. But as you know my opinion, this is just a little of technicalities that flow into this stock development. Most of my trading is because of news, is because of story. Is the story of Beyond Meat still intact? Is the growth still intact? Those are the main factors that will really depend the future of Beyond Meat, and that's the beauty about it, that actually it will. I have a very good feeling about this company. So the stock looks fantastic. The stock brought me already very nice profits. They are having a future proven product, and now it's about growth, guys. And China is such a big deal about that, and that's why let's move into the big supermarket Alibaba deal of Beyond Meat. So you might know that China is a very important market for Beyond Meat. Not only they want to achieve that the Asian customers in China will go for the alternative for meat, because they are the most, one of the biggest consumers of real meat. Pork and beef, especially pork and chicken, is very big into this China territory. But let's talk about how they want to achieve this. So we saw first that Beyond Meat want to enter China with having the manufacturing facilities over there. So they want to build the infrastructure for this market. Then they entered with a pretty big deal with one of the biggest brands out there, Yum, which allowed them to serve into KFC and Pizza Hut. And also we know that they struck a deal with Starbucks in China to bring those Beyond Meat products there to the shelves. Now, what is else missing? Well, we have now the outlets or the restaurant where you can eat the Beyond Meat burger, but we still miss burgers in the supermarket shelves. And in China, there's one big supermarket chain which called Freshipo, and they are the supermarket brand, very futuristic one. Okay, we have like buy groceries online, and you have an app, and all these big things. And obviously this would fantastically fit, and they just struck the deal. So this is amazing, because Alibaba is having the biggest supermarket chains out there, and now having Beyond Meat patties in 50 of those chains is absolutely perfect, guys. Okay, this is a big step into the Chinese market, and I believe that this is just the beginning, guys. Once we have seen the entering of the supermarkets, other supermarkets are following, because if we are looking how the supermarket business works, first they look, okay, what kind of products are available in the supermarkets, right? Some supermarkets are specialized in some products, but as they know, it's same play with content, guys, okay? Listen about Netflix. If you have a lot of content, then people come to you because you have a lot of, choices to make, right? You can buy a lot of different groceries, and therefore I believe if this enters the first supermarkets, it will be just a question of time until you will find these products also in other supermarkets. One other most important thing is that Beyond Meat is also preparing itself for the Chinese market. So we are seeing the Chinese website for Beyond Meat. We are seeing WeChat, one of the biggest social media in China. In China, basically everything works about WeChat, okay? You can find people, you can chat, you can shop, you can pay, you can basically all the lives are on WeChat, the Chinese better WhatsApp version. So as you can see, big advancement for Beyond Meat, and this company is so small and so amazing that this will definitely be a big stepping stone for this company. Guys, 1 year on the stock market. This is a great achievement, and actually it's something nice to see, because Beyond Meat was also a very special IPO, wasn't it, right? Let's have a look. So we started at around 65, which was already over the asking price of Beyond Meat, and then in just from the 1st May 2019 until the 23rd of July, so less than 3 months, we actually moved the stock to the highest point ever. Over $200 people were spending for one stock of Beyond Meat. Now, I believe that this is something that has to do that, especially in that time and then the time after, people looked for growth companies that are really growing. And this company is a growth company as per definition, guys. There's no other companies, so many out there that I know that have such a great growth product. However, this is also the first alternative protein meat company that is out there. So people was interested into that, right? But until then, the interest got lost and the stock lost about 63%, which then went over into an up and down. And then from about March of this year, we gained 150% almost on the whole stock. So overall, if you invested in the very beginning of the IPO, you made already 114%. If you bought at the highest point, you just lost 30. So not bad and hell of a ride. This is what I always preach, guys. Growth stocks can be very volatile, and the most important thing is to not get scared out of them.